Hello. So today I am helping out sharpvaluation.com with a quick demo on how you can use their free online tool to value employee stock awards. So this is something employees may want to do at any time to understand the value of their restricted stock units or stock options, but where it will come in most useful is when performing valuations for buyouts. So for headhunters, recruiters, or even hiring companies who need to value and buy out a stock award an incoming employee will be forfeiting from their previous company, this will be a quick, accurate, and independent way to get that done consistently every time. So we have the Sharp Valuation website up on the screen here, and we can click through to the instant free report page and generate free report. So the fields to input here are very straightforward, but I do need a copy of what the employee's holding of unvested awards currently is. So in this example, I'm going to pretend I have an employee from Goldman Sachs who has a stock award cliff vesting in a year's time, another award that is vesting 50% next year and 50% the year after that, and finally some stock options vesting in 3 years from now. So first of all, the date. I could choose a date in the past, but more than likely I want to assess the value as at today. So I can use the default, which is today's date. Now for the name, I can put in the candidate's name, but if I don't want to use any personal information, I can put in an ID number or some other identifier. So let me call this person candidate 10. So company name, I can start writing Goldman Sachs. And then we have Goldman Sachs Group. Okay, so then it auto-populates the stock ticker and the trading currency that stock trades with. Output currency, I can choose whatever I want the valuation to be in. So let me go for, let's say, Euro today. Okay. Now it's important to note that this functionality I've just used does not work on every browser. So I think, if you are having problems with any of those drop downs or autofill fields, then just try a different browser. Okay, so now I move down to inputting the actual awards that we want valued. Okay, so the first one was granted in 2018. The actual date is not going to affect the valuation, the grant date that is, but it does help us understand how much the award has appreciated or depreciated since it was granted. So let me plug in 15th of December 2018 there, and the vest date is 15th December 2021. Okay, and it's stock units, and we have 1,000 restricted stock units. So that's the first award. Now the second award had 2 tranches vesting. So it was granted in 2019 on March 30. So 30/03/2019. And we've got 50% vesting 30/03/2022. And how much was that? That was for 600 units. And the same award, so we put in the same date, 2019, but it's got another 600 units vesting in 2023. Okay, and finally, our candidate has some stock options. So they're granted this year and vesting 3 years from now. So we've got April 30, 2020, and vesting on April 30, 2023. And they are stock options. And they have 3,000 units. And here we also need to put in the option price. So the option price we have here is $125 US. So what that means, that's the employee in April 30, 2023 will have an option to buy the stock at $125 US regardless of the prevailing price. So we've input all our awards now. So let's scroll down and we can hit this button and we can get a valuation. And that will tell us how much it's going to cost if we want to perform a buyout on these awards. So let me shrink that a little bit so it fits in the screen. Okay, so we can see here that the total value of the unvested awards is 524,125 euros. So remember, we chose euros there. So we've got candidate 10 as the name up the top. On the left here, we've got the sharp valuation of 524,000 euros. We've also got a maximum and a minimum value. So these numbers differ depending on if you use a spot or a current day price for the stock and FX, or if you use a 5-day average, a 30-day average, or even a 12-month average to establish the right price to use in your valuation. The best thing to do is go with the sharp valuation though, which uses industry best practices and ensures that you have a completely independent valuation to use, giving both the candidate and the hiring company peace of mind when agreeing on something so important and expensive. Okay, here we can see the individual details of those 4 lines and what values each of those lines has generated. Down here we can see a cash flow, so how much will vest in 2021, 2022 and 2023. Here we can see that, since those grant dates, these awards are pretty much the same value they were granted at. So they've appreciated 1%. So for a lot of companies, we might see some big changes here if between the grant date and the vest date, the stock price has moved significantly up or down. But it seems with Goldman Sachs over that time period, it's quite stable. Okay, so that's all from me today. Hopefully this demo was useful to show you how you can quickly value simple employee stock awards. And remember, for all your employee stock award inquiries, especially more complex option and performance share valuations, go to the team at Sharp Valuation, who will be very happy to assist.